Hello and good morning, Gary Champion, psychic medium, healer, as many of you are. Um, I'm not sure what to do with this being banned from YouTube. I'm going to say I'm going to do what I normally would do, and if they ban it, I'll just take it down. Um, I've had a website up since 2000, I think, and nowhere on my website does it say for entertainment purposes only. Nowhere. It's never been there. Why? It's not entertainment. It's the truth. What I'm trying to do is the truth for you. So I'm not going to stoop to altering stuff in order to get it played. I'll just take it down. I don't. Anyway, it's pretty sad when someone in this country can't express their opinion. And I'm not trying to fan, and I know what they're concerned about, that I'll spread misinformation about something, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to say I told you so, but part of my video was about the Omicron, the COVID-19, and then the Delta, and then the Omicron. Well, now there's another one this morning, just came out. It's called Stealth. Stealth version of Omicron. So it's mutating within us, and then we pass it on and it mutates again. So this is a virus that's not going away. It's not going to just stop because we want it to. We're going to go back to living our lives more or less like we should. Some will wear masks, some won't, some will get the shot, some won't. That's life. And people like me will get a shot every year. It'll be, it won't be the COVID, it'll be the Omicron, Stealth, whatever, all these Delta versions. It'll be a new shot with those kind of combined. They'll alter that vaccine to fit these other ones as well. So it'll continue to grow, maybe at least 50 times. So every year, as long as I'm alive, I'll be getting a shot to fight it. Just like we get a flu shot. There's no difference. Flu kills a lot of people every year. So I get my flu shot too. The flu shot changes every year because the flu changes. It mutates. I'm not going to get into where it starts, but I'm going to just say that, and if they ban it, that's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with what I'm saying, and I have to live my dream. I thought I'd tell you a few things that I've heard this week that I've just jotted down, and I don't know why, but I went through my yellow pages and the yellow pad, and saw all these little quotes that I obviously get during different times, and I'd write them down thinking that they might turn into something. First one was intrinsic values. Try not to look for something in other people. Try and look for it in yourself. When you give other people's thoughts about you power, then you value their opinion. They give you their opinion, and you change yourself. You alter yourself to fit that opinion, and that's not authentic. You're pandering to whoever is giving you this approval. And the other side, there was another one. Something about don't alter yourself to please other people. Just be as authentic as you can. Most authentic people don't give a damn about what other people think. They don't. They do what their dream is. They follow their dream and live their life. And if somebody else doesn't like it, they do pretty much what I do. I say, kiss my ass. It's not your life. It's my life. So your life should be led the way you want it to be lived. Anyway, that's the first one I got. I woke up this morning they're not in any particular order. This morning I woke up and I could hear Grace Slick from the Jefferson Airplane from the 60s singing Feed Your Head. And the song was a psychedelic song about, I suppose, mushrooms and all that crap, and Alice, and take this pill and that pill. But the last part of the song, because I had listened to it this morning, I didn't remember it from the 60s. I remembered a lot of it, but not all of it. The last part was feed your head, which means learn. Interesting that a drug song would have a good message in it. This one I got a couple of days ago, and it was hard to read. Coastal waters in trouble, pollution rising tide. Kind of stating the obvious, but maybe some people don't know. Coastal waters in trouble, pollution, rising tide. And this is one I've sort of said already a little bit. Live the life you dream. And I was a big dreamer as a kid. I dreamed all kinds of things, and I tried to live that dream life. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't, but it was always authentic. It was never, I wasn't living somebody else's life. I wasn't pandering to someone to approve what I was doing where I could just do more of it. We've got too much of that. This was a good one. Grades have become more important than what you learn. I didn't notice that, but it's true. When I was a kid in school, you talked about what you were learning. You'd eat lunch. You'd talk about what you were learning. You'd discuss it. Today it's all about the grades, because the grades are good. They get you in the better college, and that gets you the better job. And what's it all about? Greed. It's all about money. Grades are a means to an end. You get the grades, knowing that the better grades will get you the better college, which you'll earn more money. Money becomes the end game, not just simply learning to learn. Isn't that interesting? Grades have become more important than what you learn. And one I heard a couple of days ago, every time you go around, you learn a little more. I thought they're talking about reincarnation, dying and coming back, and you learn a little more, and your soul, your spirit grows, becomes stronger. We pass to the other side. We don't carry all the knowledge we have with us to that. A certain percentage of it, I'm absolutely sure. Because I met some little kids that I thought were like 80 years old. They were so smart. So not necessarily the specific content, but the old man feeling. You see people, women say it all the time, he's an old soul. And you know it when you talk to them, because they seem so much older than what they could possibly. I mean, they're children, but yet they're smarter than we are. Maybe they've been back and forth enough that they've learned enough that at some point you are conscious of your spiritual growth and things like that, evolving. And these are just things I've heard the last week or so, maybe a week, maybe less. I'm hearing one now. Put your personal interests above those of others. The same thing we're talking about. Live an authentic life by following your dream. Live your dream. Sometimes you follow your dream, it's harder to live it. But all things are possible, and I didn't say that. Somebody else said that as well. All things are possible. When you live the dream, your life becomes a dream. Interesting, isn't it? Stuff from the other side is just mind-boggling, how much you don't know, or you think you know. And then you start looking at it and you figure, I didn't know that. The other side has a lot to teach us. I'm always trying to learn. And I'm not living day to day. I'm living moment to moment. I'm not looking 10 years from now to see what I'm going to do. I got up this morning and heard Feed Your Head, and I thought, okay, well, I got to do a video day. Today's my video day. Anyway, let's see. Got to go to the little board there. February 6th, free readings, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, USA. February 13th, my Psychic Medium Development class, which is a class you have to register for on my website on the classes page. February 14th, we're going to do horoscopes, Valentine's Day. Remember, we wore our silly little hats, so we're going to do that again. And we'll pull love cards for people. That's a big topic lately. How do you find your life's love? Because if you don't have love, you're really missing a big chunk of life. And when you do find the right person, it's like you relax. It's like all the tension's off. You're like, oh, this is the person I'm meant to be with. And these kind of people can show up early in life or late in life. And so be prepared. I find that the right people for us walk in front of us. I think I've told the story about the rich woman. I remember where it was, what city it was in. Let's say Chicago. And I went to her house and was giving her a reading. And she said, where's my guy? My husband recently died. And I've got this house and cars and stuff, but I don't have the income to maintain it. So I'm looking for a rich husband. What do you do with that as a medium? Well, what I got was that she had and she didn't want to hear this, but this is what it was. She hires a handyman who comes around her house and paints and patches things, fixes boards, and upgrades things. He's just a handyman, but he does everything correctly. I said, you have a handyman? She said, yeah, we love him. He comes around all the time. He's really, really good. I said, that's your guy. Oh, no. Well, he is nice. I do like him, but I'm going to lose this house. I'm going to lose that expensive car. I can't make the payments on it. My former husband took care of all that. Probably died of a heart attack, which he did. Too much stress. Doing the home and the car and all this for her, I'm sure it had a lot to do with it. And it wasn't that she wasn't a lovely woman, because she was. She was quite beautiful and educated and smart and all those things, but her focus was skewed. Life became about the house and the car and the house in that particular neighborhood where all her friends could admire where she lived. It became a lifestyle that she couldn't feed anymore. So she's looking for a new husband that will pay for all of this. I said, how can you ask me to do that? That's not the way life works. Your guy right now is that handyman. He's great. Everybody loves him. He's smart. I can't be seen being married to a handyman. I can't do that. So I'm sure she found somebody. I never talked to her again because she didn't get from me what she wanted. But she had a choice. She had a clear choice. Downsize, live in a small house somewhere, and be happy with this guy. Or shop around, find the guy with money, lure him in with something, whack him on the head, marry him, where she could continue the life she had become accustomed to. If you've never downsized, it's hard to do. You ever gone from living in a castle to living in a small house? It's not easy, especially for women. Very difficult. But I'm saying that a lot of times the reason you don't have the person you're looking for is because you're looking in all the wrong places and for all the wrong reasons. If you want to marry a man because he's a paycheck, it's just really wrong. It's like what the thing was I heard. Grades have become more important than what you learn. The house has become more important than the relationship. So I'm saying most people have probably at one time met someone that would be really right for them, and they pass them by judging them in a certain way. There was a character in a movie once that a girl turned him down for marriage because he wore white socks with a tuxedo. And her sister said, "You can't turn a guy down for marriage because he wears white socks with a tuxedo. That's too silly." But she did it, and she lived alone. She didn't have a husband, didn't have a boyfriend really. So life's all about choices, and those are really difficult ones. Things that matter in the heart are much more difficult than buying a stock. And live your life as authentically as you can. Live the dream. Well, I say that people that are looking for a paycheck and a man are not living the dream. They're not. They can't. That's too silly. Anyway, I know I'm going long, but these are the things I've heard just sitting around. You know, my mind is drifting out into other things, house appraisals and things like that. Anyway, live your dream. Don't live somebody else's. It makes you unauthentic and you're never happy. Living your dream usually makes you happy. Okay. No fear, no regret, no anger. None of that crap about entertainment purposes only. I don't do entertainment only. It's always a point to it. I used to do a stand-up routine where I read people in the audience, and that was considered entertainment. But for me, it wasn't. It was about providing links to the other side to people in the audience. It wasn't entertainment. It wasn't for entertainment purposes only. It was educational. It was spiritual stuff. So I don't do for entertainment purposes only. I haven't yet. Thanks for watching.